Well, today I have the absolute delight to speak with Thomas.
Hello,
Thomas,
Marco. It's an honor for me.
likewise, likewise. Thomas has been joining the 12-week language mastery program in order to learn Italian, and I'm so curious after going through the program what your feedback is or what your experience is with the program. But before we start, who exactly are you, Thomas, and what do you do?
Yeah, thank you, Marco. Again, yes, my name is Thomas Massino. I'm from Vienna, as you know, in Austria. So loving drinking coffee and eat a lot of sweets, unfortunately. And you changed it already a little bit. So um, yes, I'm my whole life in purchasing and sales, so speaking to people. And in the last few years, I started my sales agency to help companies and people to sell. Really active to it with my team and also doing sales trainings and communication trainings. Yeah, to increase a little bit the passion and the well-being on sales, if you like. Yeah, yeah. People are different, so yeah. A sales script is not always working for everyone, so we try to make it a little bit different, yeah, and go this path. If
Sounds
this makes sense, yeah.
it does. It absolutely makes sense and sounds like an adventurous occupation, really.
Absolute, absolute. It's an adventure, and this is also one thing where I mean, we are cooperating in other fields as well. But this brought me to language mastery because my lifetime, I I'm addressed by Italian people speaking Italian because my last name, second name is Italian,
Truly.
and I never did it. And I said I can speak a few words, but and the Italian people talk to you then 5 minutes. I said, no, 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 I cannot speak more. But I never had the time or the tools or whatever to learn it. So now after 50 years, it's time to do it. And it's not only a personal thing, it's also a business thing, of course. I hope I can increase my skills to be more of value with Italian business.
Well, so thank you for the answer. The fact like you elaborated so much like really saves me from asking the next two questions.
Sorry.
All good, all good. It makes my job more easy. And come to think of it, my first name is also Italian, and well, I I was I should also maybe learn some Italian now since you mention it. It
Yeah,
would
why
be
not?
it would be worse if I would be like Marco Massino, then I would have an Italian first name and an Italian last name. So I couldn't hide if I were to go to
Okay.
Italy.
I don't go deeper in the possibilities. I don't have a sister, so I only have. No, I have a sister, by the way, yeah, but not the girls. I wanted to say just boys. How it goes, yeah.
Different topic. No, I was just playing around with the name. In any case, what was your you touched already upon this. What was your goal or what did you hope to gain from the course?
My first goal was to learn Italian.
Perfect. Short and succinct.
So
I
this
love
is
it.
this is a very blue answer. No, I'm laughing because yeah, yeah, as people are different.
Mhm.
You know, I'm in sales. I'm talking much and this and that and
Yes.
connecting with people. So I'm not a very structured guy normally.
Interesting. Not a structured guy. Okay. And what did you achieve from the course or through the course?
Now this is an open question. I can talk. I can talk. No, but
You
related
can you
to
can talk
to
whatever
the
you.
structure is I think I'm really a how's it called bad student. So I'm not.
There are no bad students.
I'm not a good student. Like following, sitting in the school and following structures and these kind of
Mhm.
things. So maybe this was a reason why I have not yet learned Italian. Yeah.
Hmm.
But you teach me something different in the
Hmm.
course, and I learned so much from you for life, I must say.
Hmm.
Yeah, structure my life better, to structure not only language learning and to follow through, to make it more effective. Yeah.
Hmm.
So I don't know how you did it, because we know people are different, and
Yes.
we resonate with different things.
Hmm.
But definitely half of the course I was in danger to procrastinate, to stop, to do other things.
Hmm.
And then there was a specific training which brought me back, and now, yeah, I'm really on course, yeah, and I'm
Yes.
so excited.
I remember that this, I think the progress, the lesson about procrastination really seemed to fire you up. And since then, there was like no stopping inside.
You remember it, yeah? So I was procrastinating, and then the next course was about procrastination. No,
Yes.
shit. Oh God, okay. Yeah. Yeah, that was amazing.
And
And you know what? May I say something,
please,
Marco?
yes,
I'm
you may say.
I'm the guy who is impatient to wait for your next question, but I'm also
Okay.
enthusiastic, because
Hmm.
what you did, and I thank you for that, is you. I don't know what it was. What is it? Was it a check-in call or a message from you? So you take care of our students.
Hmm.
I feel, and you don't want anybody to be left behind.
Hmm.
So this extra service was very helpful for me and great. And so I came to this training, and then it I think the second half of the course I did in, I don't
In
know, 3 times
record
faster
speed.
than the
Yes.
first half or something. Yeah, and it was more content even, yeah, because it's going really,
Yes.
really
Yes.
very intense.
You were just running through it. Well, thank you so much for this feedback, and thank you so much that it landed for you in this way. How would you describe the course?
How would I describe the course? Um, I mean, without spoiling something, but it is something you don't expect, or I have not expected, because you asked me what was my goal, learning a
Mm,
language. But I didn't learn the language. I learned how to learn a language, and
mm,
I learned even how to learn something. And the
mhm.
course is uh, ganzheitlich. What is it in English? It
Um,
is
yeah. Very holistic.
taking
Holistic.
holistic,
Hmm.
taking care of all aspects.
Hmm.
After the course, it's clear.
Hmm.
But going through the course, learning how to set goals, how to manage your time, how
Hmm.
to focus,
Hmm.
how to prioritize,
Hmm.
really how to do it, how to eat, how to sleep. I mean, all the things. What's about learning a language? Why I'm learning this? But it was very fast, very clear, because our brain and body is learning, and how can
Yes.
it learn if it's not
Yes.
in power or fit and everything? And you don't waste your time with hours of training of the same thing. I feel, and I've been to a lot of other trainings, and we met also, and Tony Robbins or Dean
Hmm.
Graziosi or others, name it, and you brought it, kind of condensed it down to the most
Mm.
important things. I was so impressed, and it was so helpful. I was able to watch it also in my car, or salespeople are driving and they're going
Yes.
around, and,
Yes.
and they don't have always time to sit on the computer. So this was very positive. Okay, there's some exercises, but I
Yes.
did it at home. But in general, I was able to watch it on the road. So it's a perfect time. I have not lost
Hmm.
anything, because when you sit in the car, you sit in the car. So
Yeah.
sometimes you are on the phone, but not always.
Yes.
Um, so
Well.
perfect structured. And yeah, I learned holistic about myself, and
Hmm.
how I can even learn, how I can learn better, faster. And 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 there is a tool which I was unsecure at the beginning, a tool,
Hmm.
Anki.
Hmm.
But now I understand that this is helping me um, to learn the language
Yes.
consistent long term, also without
Yes.
forgetting, because you learn and
Yes.
then forget. That's terrible. So I can not speak, but I can talk to the software, and then also get on the phone even. This was incredible.
Yes. Yeah.
Some things I forget, and then I remember it again. Yeah.
Yes, because like learning and maintaining a language can be two different things, especially if we learn very
Mm.
quickly. And my first Pali teacher told me, like when we had this 3 months intensive Pali course, she said, hurriedly we learn and hurriedly we forget. So especially if we have like an intensive training or an intensive training period, usually if we can't somehow maintain it, we forget it, or at least it becomes latent very quickly again. And this method, this strategy prevents this and makes it sustainable. So yeah, but great that you slowly are getting into it, and you will get even more benefits in the future with this as well. I wonder, what particularly surprised you about the course, or about the whole program? I mean, you already touched upon a few things.
I've already touched a few things. What what but so
Hmm?
what came into my mind, what I think touched me most, or surprised me about myself, I would say. So I'm surprised about the content, and
Hmm?
that it is so great that I think, yeah, it will be it will become really really the best training, because it's not only about language learning, yeah. And so the thing which touched or impressed me most is that I understood with one of training, just one session,
Hmm?
that I have been focused on the wrong thing.
Hmm.
I'm always, uh, I have been most of the time, like a lot of people, I think,
Hmm.
goal orientated. You're
Yes.
focused on the goal, on the
Yes.
outcome, and
Yes.
how can I achieve it? How can I learn Italiano?
Yes.
And then I learned something, and I don't remember, and
Hmm.
I'm disappointed and depressed, and okay, and then I give up, and the next day, and then I don't continue.
Yes.
And also in sales, when other things, I'm so outcome. And you teach me something. I can. I mean, everybody has to go into
Hmm.
and get the experience, but it's a kind of focus just on the task
Yes.
and just on the doing, just on learning. Don't care if you remember. And next day the same, and next day the same. And like a wonder, sometime, so um, you remember it and it's here. So the result is coming after that. And this is really gold. And this is platinum nugget, yeah.
Thank you so much, because that's really awesome feedback. And it's like this goal oriented versus, or result oriented versus, or outcome dependent and outcome independent working. It also is a big change for me personally. Whenever I forget it and just focus on the outcome, I get so stressed. But
Mm, yeah,
if I'm independent of my outcome, I can just focus on the task at hand and just do it to the best of the ability and really enjoy also the process. And yesterday, I saw the same thing happening. Like one big business person, Alex Hormozy, he launched a huge, like his latest book, 3.5 million copies in 72 hours. And he told his staff he doesn't want to have any updates on the book sales, like on quote unquote the outcome. He just wants to have anything which he doesn't have any control over. He doesn't want to know. He just wants to know, like, hey, now I should do this, now I should do this, now I should do this. And anything he can control, he wants to be informed. All the other things, he deliberately instructed his team to not tell him, because it doesn't matter. Whether the book sale goes good or bad doesn't matter. I mean, he broke the Guinness book, the Guinness World Record for the fastest selling
really.
non-fiction book in
Yeah.
all time. Yes, he's the number one now. And
No, he's great, but you are on his path, or how can I say? No, but yeah, no,
but it's the same principle. Like he's not focused on the outcome, and he deliberately instructed his team not to tell him about any outcomes. He just wants to have the task at hand. So
that makes sense. Yeah, I mean, of course, in sales you have to measure and manage, but
Hmm.
if you manage,
Yes.
but when you go for a task or even doing sales calls, it's always it's the outcome and do I make the close and how many um, um, income I generate this week. Yeah,
Yes.
and what happens to me, and maybe this resonates with somebody because
Hmm.
people are different, is when I'm outcome focused,
Hmm.
like can I remember a language or what do I sell? Then my creative
Yes.
brain kicks in and I'm dreaming or not dreaming, I'm
Hmm.
planning instead of doing. Oh yeah, what could I say? I could say this and oh no,
Hmm.
this is a great script. Da, 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 da. Or oh, I can go in this course or da, 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 da. So 1 hour later, I have done nothing. In, so not nothing productive. I
Hmm.
have done plans.
Yes.
Of course, I was thinking of the outcome, and you
Right.
teach me focus on the doing, and then I say, okay, I do one vocabulary and I do
Yes.
this and this,
Yeah.
or one sales call, okay, and the next, and the next, and the next, and the next, independent of the outcome. So I have achieved more,
Yes.
even yeah.
And how did
And
you
this
how did
this
you
this
feel while doing so?
Nayo, this feels great. And you also talked a lot about flow state, yeah.
Mhm.
And I've never, not never, but it was hard for me to understand how I can get into it. I think this is the secret for me, even,
Yes.
yeah, because when you start doing something, progress leaves happiness or something. There's
Yes.
a saying, I
Yes.
think, from Tony Robbins, and that's true, yeah, because you say, oh, I've done this, and it
Yes.
just feels great and feels good. And does something in your body, all the adrenaline and
Yes.
these kind of
Yes.
things.
We
And
release
then
like
and then and then and then I'm more energized now. If you ask me this, I remember back, I'm more energized
mhm.
and could go on, yeah, than than before.
Beautiful. That's really awesome feedback. And thank you so much that it landed so well for you because this is something I did. I noticed in university I did differently, intuitively than other people. And
Okay.
oftentimes I noticed that other people they were upset with certain results. And when I got a bad result, like a bad examination or something, I always knew, okay, now I blew the examination or the semester paper also, but I got feedback A, B, C, D, E. Perfect. I can improve upon A, B, C, D, E, and I will just focus on the task, and then next it will be better. It will be better. So
How does it came that you did it different, or is it just a talent from?
well, the thing is, I studied a lot, and in the beginning, I stressed myself also a lot. So there's only so much stress you can handle. Either you give up at some stage, or you collapse, or you find a new way of working. Luckily, for me, it was the latter. I found a new way of working, and when I focused on really on the task, the thing I can actually control, and not the thing I cannot control, then, like you said, very easily I get into it, I get into a flow state. This feels good for me, and I become intrinsically motivated, and I want to do more and more and more, and I'm less likely to do bad work because I'm already doing it all the time and becoming better anyway. So, yeah, it's cool that I also could like basically teach this to you as well, in this way
Yeah,
that you understood it, so that it landed. It
yeah,
was one of my wishes.
yeah, yeah. It's great to get the insight because some on some stages I thought I know you for a while.
Hmm.
You're a crazy guy, if I may say that. How many, how focused and how I mean, you produce content sometimes. It's crazy, yeah. A machine, yeah, I would say, and that makes it a little bit impossible to do that. But listen to you, how you train it, and that sometimes it's not so it's simple.
Impossible. Okay, yeah, yeah.
It's not impossible, yeah. It's
Yeah.
simple. That's that's a good feeling to have this
Yes, yes,
insights and be faster. Yeah.
yes. And this is precisely how I do it. Like this is basically the essence.
Yeah,
So
so you give everything. I can tell, yeah, all the secrets, yeah.
not holding back anything. And lastly, like, would you recommend this course, and to whom would you recommend this course?
Yeah, absolutely. I can 100% recommend the course, of course. Um, but not only because we are in business, really
Mhm.
because it is helping,
Hmm.
because it helped my personal growth. It's
Hmm.
not a personal growth training, it's learning a language. But to be able to learn a language, you, you teach the people even everything they need to be in better shape, better health, and have the capability to learn a language. Yeah. So of course, I would say everybody who, so from what I would say, I
Hmm.
don't know if this is something you would
Promote.
would say promote, but everyone who has something to do with the language, and even he wants to learn something, because it's not about only learning the language, yeah?
Hmm.
Because you get so much insights. Of course, learning a language is for me also business-wise something to learn to understand people better, to learn their culture. I'm learning Italian because I'm living
Hmm.
next to Italy, and my name and some ancestors are there. But I can imagine even learning some other Asian languages or whatever, even such in a state that you understand them a little bit, because we know
Yes.
already from English speaking, there are words you cannot translate back in German. So how can you
Yes.
explain it? So learning a language is really understand better, connect better.
Yes.
So my profession is sales, so I can just
Hmm.
recommend everybody to learn this and then go as far as you want learning a language. You don't need to be fluent there, but you need to have a basic when you have a
Yes.
basic communication with people, you are ahead of everybody else. You
Yes.
cannot speak the language. When you go to a foreign country, make business with people, you connect better and you are the star, I would say. People love you even when you go on holiday. You already know when you know some words, yeah. And with your training, no, I mean it, you are able to do it. Not to learn just Italian, you can learn Spanish, or I mean, even I think you teach classical languages like
Yes.
Tibetan or something. I don't know for what that can be, but I think there are professions they need it. So yeah, it's a long answer, but
All good.
I would say just go for it.
And
And the borders are open. We can talk to foreign
yeah,
people, and
exactly.
so let's follow your gut. And if you want to speak another language, that's absolutely it. And it's yeah, yeah.
Well,
If I may say
of
one
course,
thing,
of
because
course. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
while we
Please,
were
please, please
talking,
go
one
ahead.
thing
Yeah, yeah,
came
yeah.
up. It is also for people like me, they need to understand things behind, um, how is it called? Behind, no, I missed the English word. Behind,
What's the German? Maybe I can.
mir fällt nicht das Deutsch ein. Behind things, they happen or they work, you know what I mean? So I have to describe it. What I mean is, I always wanted to understand what's going on in the world. Why is this like this? Or, not a hocus pocus thing. And you explain like the brain works.
Ah.
You explain how the body works and why
Mm-hmm.
you should have enough sleep or this and that.
Mm-hmm.
And this helped me to accept it and to
Yes.
implement it.
Yes. All the
So of course
background
there is
information.
the background, yeah. So there's a lot of training. So you can say do this. Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
But I always, it's my personality,
Yes.
helps me to understand, and you explain all this all in the course. So yeah, it's a great course. It's a big course, but also you divide it in
Yes.
must-see lessons and in
Compulsory
optional.
and
So,
optional. Yes.
but I was digging into the optionals very deep because I wanted to understand it, and this is what I can say. Also, this is for people they want to have not only the tools or the result, but also the background informations.
Well, perfect, perfect answer. Well, thank you so much, Thomas, for this elaborate answer. And for all the other people who also want to, first of all, learn how to learn the languages and also learn all the background knowledge about how the body and mind functions in an optimal state so that we can learn anything, specifically language learning, and also to turbocharge our studies, then click the link below and fill out the survey, tell me where you're at, and book your call so I can talk with you and see where you're at and see whether you're a good fit for the program. And yeah, let's see. And also to you, Thomas, thank you very much for, first of all, being such an active part and giving me your feedback. And again, also giving me here your feedback as well. So it's been lovely having you in the course. And I'm excited to see where the journey in Italian language studies will take you.
Absolutely. Looking forward to send you a video then from Italy. And yeah, it's a good cooperation with you. Thank you so much.
Where's actually, by the way, your Italian hat?
It's here always.
Perfect, perfect. Wonderful, wonderful. Well, in this sense, then have a wonderful night and see you soon. Then bye bye.
Buonasera, Marco. Ciao. Grazie.